Hello and welcome. Before we begin exploring the intense and deeply significant history of the Thai attack on Cambodia, I invite you to pause with me to reflect on the weight of war, the resilience of a people, and the lessons carried through time. This is more than just a story of conflict. It is a story of identity, sovereignty, and the enduring struggle for peace. Let us now journey together into the past to better understand the present and to honor those who lived through these powerful events.
On Thursday, clashes erupted along disputed parts of the Thai-Cambodian border after weeks of escalating tensions between the two Southeast Asian nations. The renewal of the long-running border dispute has already triggered significant political turmoil in Thailand, has fueled nationalist fervor on both sides, and taken Thailand-Cambodia relations to their lowest point in decades. So in this video, we're going to explain the Thai-Cambodian border dispute, the fresh fighting between the two countries, and what might happen next. Don't feel overwhelmed by endless news stories. Find out what you need to know every day with TLDR's Daily Briefing. Listen along in your favorite podcast app or by clicking the link in the description. Thailand and Cambodia share more than 800 kilometers of land border, and more than century-old disputes have been a long-running source of tension. The dispute has largely centered on the ancient Hindu temple of Prayaviviyar, which sits on a cliff top jutting out of the Dangrek mountain range, along which the border broadly runs. In 1904, the Kingdom of Siam, modern-day Thailand, signed a border treaty with French authorities that said the border between Siam and Cambodia, part of French Indochina, would run along the watershed line of the Dangrek Mountains, which in theory would place Prayaviviyar in Siam. But the exact border was to be drawn up by the French on behalf of a joint border commission. This happened in 1907, but the French map placed the temple in Cambodian territory. In 1954, after Cambodian independence, Thailand occupied the temple and surrounding area, seeking to enforce its claim. In 1959, Cambodia went to the International Court of Justice, making the case that the temple and its vicinity was Cambodian, and in 1962, the ICJ awarded the temple to Cambodia in a 9-3 vote, but did not clearly rule on ownership of the wider vicinity. Thailand reluctantly withdrew from the temple in 1963, but the dispute was not settled for good. The area was basically off-limits for many years due to the Cambodian Civil War, but as this came to an end in the late 1990s and the site began to become accessible again, the dispute resurfaced, particularly when Cambodia sought to register Prayaviviyar as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008. Thailand objected to this, saying that Cambodia's application included the land surrounding the temple that belonged to Thailand. The renewed tensions escalated into military clashes along the border, which continued for the next 3 years, killing at least dozens of people and peaking with a week-long exchange of artillery in 2011. Cambodia went back to the ICJ that year, and in 2013 it ruled unanimously that the 1962 ruling had in fact awarded the temple's wider vicinity, i.e. the whole hilltop, to Cambodia. However, the court did not address other disputed patches of land, including another nearby hilltop. Fast forward to 2025 and things have once again escalated. On May the 28th, a brief skirmish between Thai and Cambodian troops along a disputed border area left one Cambodian soldier dead, with both sides blaming the other as the aggressor. This sparked rising nationalism on both sides of the border and tit-for-tat actions, including border trade and communication restrictions. It's also sparked major political turmoil in Thailand, which we've made a few videos about, as a phone call between now suspended Thai Prime Minister Pongtan Shinawatra and de facto Cambodian leader Hun Sen was leaked, in which Pongtan appeared overly differential to Hun and even disparaged a Thai army commander. It sparked outrage in Thailand, as critics accused Pongtan of being weak and undermining national security. Interestingly, it was Hun Sen himself who leaked the phone call, and he's since been on a bit of a warpath, effectively calling for Pitangtarn's government to be ousted. People have speculated a number of reasons why Hun has done this. Could it be that he's trying to bolster his and his son, the Prime Minister's position and distract from domestic problems? Could he feel threatened by the Thai government's plans to legalize casino gambling, which could damage the Cambodian industry? Whatever the case, it has contributed to a major deterioration in bilateral relations alongside the border conflict. During this, Cambodia also announced it would go back to the ICJ to seek a ruling on the unresolved border areas, though Thailand rejects this, saying it doesn't recognize the court's jurisdiction and that it should be resolved bilaterally. But things escalated further this week as fighting resumed on Wednesday, when Thailand blamed Cambodia for laying landmines that exploded in disputed border areas and injured 5 Thai soldiers, leading the Thai government to expel Cambodia's envoy and recall its own ambassador. For their part, Cambodia claimed the landmines were leftover unexploded mines from its previous civil conflict and
called its embassy staff from Bangkok. This triggered a wave of fighting with exchanges of fire along the border, each side blaming the other for starting it before things escalated on Thursday morning when, according to Thailand's foreign ministry, Cambodia launched at least 2 missiles into civilian areas, resulting in, quote, civilian casualties and fatalities. In response, Thailand released a statement calling on Cambodia to stop all actions that violate Thailand's sovereignty and deployed F-16 fighter jets to bomb military targets in Cambodia, with the Thai army claiming later on Thursday morning that its mission had been successful and no F-16s had been hit. There was then more exchanges of fire in disputed areas, and as of 3 p.m. Thai time, the Thai army is claiming that at least 9 civilians have been killed and a further 14 injured. So, what happens next? Well, we still think the most likely outcome is that things calm down, though things could get worse before they get better. There have been numerous skirmishes along the border over the years, and both sides usually find a way to de-escalate. It's also worth noting that a full-on war wouldn't go well for Cambodia. Thailand's population is about 5 times larger than that of Cambodia. Its defense budget is about 7 times larger, and its GDP is more than 10 times larger. However, there are at least 2 things that make this most recent round of fighting more susceptible to escalation than previous skirmishes. First, this conflict has already incurred a remarkable number of casualties. At least 9 people have already been killed, and this will probably end up being the most deadly skirmish between the 2 countries in at least a decade. Second, the political situation in Thailand means the Thai government doesn't really have the political space to negotiate a de-escalation. After that leaked phone call, the government will want to dispel the idea that it's in any way soft on Cambodia, creating an extra incentive to fight back and escalate. This will make negotiating a peace deal or ceasefire more difficult because opponents may point to any concessions made as further proof that the government is dangerously soft on Cambodia. Ultimately, the risk here is that this escalates into a repeat of what happened in early 2011, when persistent tensions escalated into essentially a full-on war, which killed at least 20 people, injured hundreds more, and displaced tens of thousands of civilians. This risk is further heightened as the collapse in the close personal ties between the 2 countries' powerful political dynasties, the Huns in Cambodia and Shinawats in Thailand, has closed off one of the avenues that could have helped diffuse the situation. As you may know already, here at TLDR we're committed to learning about the world around us and helping you do the exact same. Luckily for all of us, our sponsor this week, Brilliant, helps with just that. Brilliant helps you become a better thinker and problem solver with thousands of visual interactive lessons in maths, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. Not only does Brilliant offer a perfect mix of engaging problems and competitive features, it also keeps you motivated with daily encouragement, and their app makes it easy to learn wherever you are. Instead of mindless scrolling with those extra pockets of time you find in the day, you can give your mind a workout with Brilliant's growing collection of programming courses. From learning Python to developing an intuition for computer logic, you'll get hands-on experience with real programs and learn to think like a programmer, building your problem-solving skills to thrive in the evolving world of programming. Plus, all content on Brilliant is crafted by an award-winning team of teachers, researchers, and professionals from Stanford, MIT, Caltech, Microsoft, Google, and more. To start your learning journey and try Brilliant for free, visit brilliant.org/TLDDR, or again, you can scan the QR code on your screen, or you can click the link in the description. By doing so, you'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription, and they'll know that you came from us, which really helps